Hi guys, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the Mixed Championship on Project Cars 2. This is round 6, race 2 at Donington Park in the LMP3 cars. We're getting ready for a start. So Stevie, SHAREfactory and Neil at the back because they were on the podium for race 1, and off we go. Good start by Blaney and Bidzster. TY's got two cars on his left. In towards Redgate, Blaney's having a go for the lead. TY keeps the position, Bidzster goes wide. And Stevie closes up. And Bidzster's green completely hung out to dry over on the grass. He's right back down to the back of the field. Incredible. There's everyone else goes down the crane of curves. Hazard Blade trying to attack Jamo, but ends up mowing the lawn instead. SHAREfactory goes through in 4th place as the camera resets itself. Good start by TY. TY's ahead from Blaney, Jamo, SHAREfactory. They've got a few close cars further back. We've got Neil Farmack and Stevie Bond. Neil's gone round, has been in contact somewhere with Hazard or something. I don't know quite what happened there, but Neil's at the back. Oh no, we'll get a replay on that. Okay, here's a replay on lap 1 going into McLean's. What happens with all these guys at the back? So into the corner we go. Hazard slows up and Neil runs into the back of him. Nowhere to go there. Stevie just about gets away with that, and Bidzster very lucky not to get collected by Neil there. But that's what happened. Hazard slowed up and Neil went into the back of him. Okay, here's a replay on board with Stevie now to look at that incident. So into McLean's we go. Having a little look at the inside of Neil. Hazard Blade just slows right up. I don't know why it was on the brakes that hard, but again, Neil runs into the back of him. Stevie clouts the back of Neil as well. That's why Stevie wasn't as long in the pitch, but that's what happened. So as we come back from that then, TY's in the lead, Blaney's in second, Jamo and SHAREfactory battling it out for third place. Blaney takes out one of the markers, gets a bad run, Jamo goes onto the left, Blaney moves to the left. Oh, contact so close. Blaney's up the inside, SHAREfactory's trying to do his thing around the outside, but Jamo says, aha, I'm wise to it this time, sunshine. No, you don't. So SHAREfactory can't do his famous outside manoeuvre that he did in the first race. As we come down towards Goddard's, he's up the inside of Jamo though. Moves up the inside into Goddard's. Good move there by SHAREfactory, and he's looking at getting Blaney on the run as well. Oh, fantastic stuff. TY's ahead in the lead anyway. Blaney's keeping these two back for now. As well, we've got Stevie going in the pits behind because of the damage, I would imagine. So Bidzster moves up to 5th, and Hazard and Neil will be in the pits as well due to the damage. Oh, is Hazard gone round? I don't know. We'll find out in a little bit as Jamo under attack from Blaney, but Blaney completely gets mugged there by both. And oh, Jamo's off and he's lost control at the exit of the old hairpin, slides completely sideways. Marker board's having a flying lesson in the background. Oh, brilliant stuff. Marshals will probably catch them in the teeth. So Jamo down to 4th place now after that mistake. Bidzster into 5th. Hazard into 6th place. Obviously, he just about. I think he's going to try and continue round with a tiny bit of damage on his car. Neil has come out of the pits. Stevie's just come out of the pits now, fixing the damage. So Stevie a long time in the pits there. Neil not as long with that as I don't think. But Neil's gone round again. Oh no, Neil's gone round again. Unless he's trying to nurse the car round already, but yeah, that looks a bit of a second-hand Ginetta really. So Neil Farmack trying to limp round as we watch TY. He's not limping anywhere, he's leaping, not limping. He's pulling away quite well. 5 seconds he's got to SHAREfactory now in 2nd place. Jamo in 3rd place, he's got a couple of seconds back to Blaney, so he's a bit safe there. As the closest one on track at the minute is Bidzster and Blaney. Bidzster's clashing up to Blaney now. So Bidzster with some decent pace in this race. Again, got shoveled out at the beginning. Seems to have a bit of a jinx at Donington Park. Bidzster, even though it's his home track, because in previous leagues he's had a few problems as well at Donington Park. Loves the track, just got a bit of a jinx with it. A bit like Rubens Barrichello with Interlagos. But sideways into the old hairpin. Blaney a bit slow there. Bidzster goes to the outside and Bidzster's on the grass. I don't know if Blaney was aware how much room he was giving or he just put himself on the grass, but Bidzster wide onto the grass, so not really having a good day today, Bidzster. But as we go on the exit of McLean's, I would imagine by copy, so we're right on the back of Blaney again. He'll be trying something else. There's another marker board in the background that hits the tyre wall. Hazard Blade slowly catching up to these boys as well, so just got to be consistent and in it to win it. Hazard Blade turns his Ligier into a temporary lawnmower in the background. So into the chicane, but Blakeney goes a bit wide. Bidzster gets a good line through there and straight around the outside. Blakeney just makes a mistake, and then Bidzster goes straight through, down to the Melbourne Loop, stops the car into the hairpin, and then gets the power on the way out. Beautiful stuff there. So Bidzster into 4th, and now he's got to try and get 5 seconds down to Jamo, who's the next guy in front. So Neil Farmack's just coming out of the pits there. So Neil Farmack's about to be lapped by people here. Let's have a look at this then. So Neil Farmack's coming down the pits. There goes Bidzster, there goes Blakeney. Neil Farmack's just at the pit exit now, and Arzadar Blade's going to go through. Yeah, there he is. So Neil Farmack lapped well down the order now. So he's being lapped by everyone apart from Stevie, who's just coming up to Melbourne Loop now. So he's got almost a full lap to try and catch Stevie up. So Neil Farmack will be just trying to go around and keep up with some points and just finish the race in 8th place with some decent points. Obviously he'll get more points than the people that couldn't turn up due to family or work commitments this week, so we're a bit short on numbers, but again, that is life. You know, real life comes before this. As we go into Coppice Corner, Blakeney with a good line through there, a little bit wide, but not too much of an issue. As we've got Arzadar catching up to him, that person in the background in the white car, that's Neil Farmack. He's just come out of the pit, so he's a lap down. Again, he'll be looking for just to finish the race, get some decent points. So just to let you all know, there are usually a lot more cars in this than 8 cars. There's usually at least 10 or 12 on track, but unfortunately we're a few numbers down due to you know, people having real life get in the way. So can't be helped. But we are continuing nonetheless. As that goes right into the back of Blakeney there, just lets the car roll off the brake, and obviously Blakeney was not as confident around there as Arzadar were, and Blakeney still continues on though, so luckily not to get the car into a spin there with the tap from Arzadar. But Blakeney again very wide through. Speaking of wide, that's what Neil Farmack's just done. Neil Farmack goes really wide off the track and then continues. So Neil Farmack turning that Ginetta into another lawnmower, so plenty of lawnmowers being used today. As we go around the old hairpin, Arzadar closes up to the back of Blakeney. Blakeney's flashing his lights for some reason, and into McLean's, defends the inside. Arzadar tries to go around the outside and no way through there. That's just a bunch of kit litter. That's not going to do your tyres any good. And continues on his way, so hopefully take 3 and he'll have him. So into Coppice, runs wide again. He's really just lost his form now. Arzadar, he's just lost his rhythm, lost his momentum. Just needs to back off a bit and just take his time, get back into a rhythm. Still got half the race remaining just to try and catch Blakeney up. So just slow down, get into a rhythm, just make sure you nail a few corners, get a whole lap nailed, and then try and go for it from there. But look, he's just trying too hard. He's angry with himself, he's just trying too hard. Just needs to back off, just calm it down a bit and then continue on, just find the rhythm. Meanwhile, back near the front there's Jamo in 3rd place. He's been caught, his Bidzster's caught up about a second to him, but again it's not enough to really challenge. Yeah, because look at the gap, there he is coming down there, and then there's Bidzster at the top of the hill. So, and Bidzster trying in that Ginetta into the old hairpin. Beautiful line through there, as TY's still got 5 seconds to Cyrex out front. So we'll have a look at his leader now. There's Cyrex behind, got a whole length of the national straight, so a whole length of the exhibition straight between them. So it's TY in the Ligier, comes down to the Melbourne Loop, powers up the other side, and then there's Cyrex coming into the Melbourne Loop. So yeah, about 5 seconds between them two, as you can see on the top left hand side for the figures. And then we've got Jamo coming down here in 3rd place, and Bidzster there in the background trying to catch him up. So again, 3 to 4 seconds now, so Bidzster's catching up. See that, if you look at at the top of the screen where it says lap 6 out of 10, then you've got the name, and then underneath that you've got Cyrex and then Bidzster. If you look at the gap on the right where Bidzster is, that's Bidzster's gap to Cyrex. So that's 2.7 seconds now, so that is coming down by a good half a second a lap, I'd say. So it might just have enough towards the end, we'll see. Jamo might have to make a few mistakes in order for him to catch him, but again, that could be something to watch near the end of the race, which we'll keep an eye on. So there is Bidzster, and then now if you look on the left of that graphic, the that central graphic, the time on the left hand side where it says Jamo, that's the gap from Bidzster to Jamo. So again, 3.2 seconds roughly. So Jamo pulling out a bit more of a gap in this middle sector and the first sector, but it looks like the last sector where Bidzster's really closing in. Look, here he goes down the second bit, is roughly around 3 seconds now, just keep an eye on that gap, still 2.9. So again, Bidzster really flying in this middle sector and towards the end of the lap. Al Blade about 18 seconds behind. Bidzster doing a bit of his own low mowing there, just pushing as hard as he can. Al Blade's caught up to Blakeney and he's in front of him. Al Blade gets past Blakeney. So he's done it. Got in his rhythm, closed up and got through. So Blakeney back down to 6th place now, and he's got quite a big gap to Stevie behind, so it'll be good to see if Blakeney could keep with Al. But we'll soon find out. So clearly the Ligier looks to be the car to have around here today. A lot more stable than the Ginetta, but even though the Ginetta's just got a slight edge on the acceleration, but the Ligier, just a good car to handle all round. Into the Goddard's hairpin, down the hill, trying not to run too wide as the camber sweeps you away, and then back onto the start finish straight. Moving towards the pit wall like he's celebrating, but there's still another 2 or 3 laps left yet. Azadar, so won't start celebrating too early, as Bidzster now 2.7 seconds to Jamo. So Jamo keeping him honest, not letting him close up very easily at all, but Bidster's on it as he comes into Coppice, over the curb. Slides the car out. And here's Jamo. Let's have a look how Jamo takes the chicane. In towards the chicane, onto the brakes at the 100 metre board, into the first bit, into the second bit. Oh, a little bit over the curb there, but that doesn't matter. Bidzster does more or less the same. So again, both drivers trying extremely hard. One to pull away, one to catch up. So the gap's still around 2.4 seconds, 2.5 seconds now. So Bidzster definitely closing in. But I don't think it's closing in at a fast enough rate for him to be able to catch Jamo come the end of the race. But we'll soon find out. So roughly around 2 seconds now. So Jamo's lost half the second in that last sector alone. Bidzster clearly with some good lines in that last half of the lap. As we go through Redgate. There he is. As Cyrex has still got 6 seconds behind TY, so TY still in the lead of this race. 1:24.1 last lap round. So good lap times for TY in that one. Jamo's last lap was a 1:25.8, and Bidzster's was a 1:24.5, so definitely closing up. But again, like I said before, it's whether it's going to be enough to actually close up and then get past. So catching up is one thing, passing is quite another. As we go down the exhibition straight. Yep, catch up is one thing, passing is quite another. In the words of Murray Walker, one of my idols when it comes to the commentary. Love Murray Walker. As we go down towards the Melbourne Loop. 1.5 seconds now. Again, visually close. Bidzster getting down that power as early as possible. And here's Jamo into the last corner. We're about to start the last lap of the race. TY and Cyrex are already on it as they come across the line. Bidzster flashing his lights saying, I'm coming for you. So Jamo into Redgate for the last time. Through there, very steady indeed. Not much pace to it, but just keeping it steady and consistent. Just trying to watch out for Bidzster behind. Can Bidzster catch up 1.2 seconds in one lap? We'll soon find out. Jamo goes through the old hairpin, very nice through there. So does Bidzster. Coming up towards McLean's now, up the hill. 1.4, so he's pulled it out by 0.2 of a second into McLean's. Round McLean's we go. There's Jamo, and Bidzster's round here somewhere. There he goes in the monster livery black car because he's on Team Black. 1.1 now. Bidzster using all the track at Coppice and sliding that car out, putting the power on. Flashes his lights. I'm still on my way for you. As we go down towards the braking point, into the chicane. Jamo goes into the chicane. And oh, slight mistake there, and Bidzster again using all the road possible. I don't think he's going to be close enough for it. But TY's crossed the line. TY wins the race. A little bit late there, apologies for that, but TY wins the race, race 2. Good job there. Sarex is second. And which one of these is going to be third? Jamo's going to be there. I don't think Bidzster's going to be close enough. As they go into Goddard's and Jamo goes a bit wide, Bidzster's going to try and close up. But again, he's not going to get in the draft. He's not going to be close enough. One more lap and he'd have got him. Jamo just gets third place from Bidzster. Very close there indeed. Very good race. And then Arzadar Blade is coming up towards the Melbourne Loop now. So he's hopefully, unless he makes a mistake, as I'm just about to say the words, slides the car into the Melbourne Loop, goes up the hill. Neil's going to be 8th. We know that because he's been lapped. So Arzadar Blade comes up to the line. Yeah, Arzadar Blade takes 5th place in this race. Good job there. Blaney and Stevie on the last lap, and Stevie's lost in the back end. Oh, incredible stuff. And Blaney's lost it on the way out. Can Stevie recover in time? Oh, we're going to run out of time on the replay as well. But this is going to be a close one as we come towards the line, and contact again. Stevie just gets in front of the line, but I don't know what all that were about. We'll get a replay on that. Okay, here's a replay of the action between Stevie and Blaney on the last lap. So in towards Goddard. Stevie loses the back end, and then just that's it. No contact between them. And then Blaney loses his car on the way out. But as we watch Stevie rejoin here, backs up, finds a gear, gets back going again, and then you'll see Blaney there off to his right, and then Blaney comes across. Stevie's like, whoa, and then Blaney moves to the other side, and that's what happened. Okay guys, let's run you through that result then. So TY was victorious in that race from Sarex in 2nd position. Jamo was 3rd, Bidzster 4th, so close between them two at the line. And then it was Arzadar Blade in 5th place, 6th place was Stevie, then in 7th was Blakeney, and then a lap down Neil Farmack in 8th position. So as we've come back from that replay then, TY is your winner. There he is in the yellow car, just at the bottom of the picture there you can see the yellow car, TY. So, okay guys, that was race 2, and we'll see you guys next time for race 3. Take care.